So welcome team to our new promoter welcome call. I do see that we have some new people on here, which makes me super excited. Super happy that you're on. And then I always love when we have veteran people on here too, because I believe that leaders are learners. And when we accept the fact that we don't know everything, that is a huge humbling moment of growth. And you never know, like you can always pick up new nuggets on these calls. So kudos to those of you who are veterans and you're on here, big hearts. So I'm going to be sharing my screen and showing you, look at Miss Barbara. I'm going to be sharing my screen on here so you can see some different things as we go along. Hello, Miss Lauren. I did love the picture of your child in a diaper earlier that you sent me. Her kid got her phone and sent me a great little picture. Let's see if I can. I don't know what's going on in this picture, but there's a child on the.
It was the day he got his cast off.
Oh, okay. I just randomly got this picture of like her kid laying on a bed with a sucker and a diaper undone. I'm like, okay, did something else happen? But Griffin got her phone, sent me pictures. That cracks me up. He does love me. I'm Keto Kate, you know. So anyway, couple of things that we're going to go over on this call. We're going to be talking about communication, how the company communicates with us, platforms that we need to be plugged in, that we need to make sure that we have access to. We are going to be going over the back office a little bit. I'm going to be showing you my back office, places in the back office that you need to pay particular attention to, and then places in the back office that as a new promoter really have zero to do with your business yet. A lot of our compensation plan or back office isn't until you're a champ, pro champ levels. So there's no point in spending a bunch of time in there. It keeps you away from what we call phase one activity, which is your purpose right now is just to attract people to the conversation. You're searching for opportunities to create conversations, and that's what we want to focus on. And then lastly, we're going to talk about how do we share this conversation. It is a very, very simple program. No matter where you are, whether you are a brand new promoter, you've been doing this 6 months, 2 years, 4 years, whatever, we all do the same thing. It's called ACE. Attract, connect, enroll. It's the exact same process for everyone, and I'm going to step you through what that looks like and why we do it, right? Because sometimes the why is more important than the how, right? Okay, so first of all, let's talk about connection. We want to make sure that everyone that joins our company, the very first thing they do is download the Prove It Pulse app. Full disclosure, the app does not always work 100% because they're always doing updates. Our company is changing a lot of things, which is really exciting. But that Pulse app is your best way to have connection with the company. They're going to send sales flyers through there. They're going to let you know when there's new products, when there's company calls going on. You will get notifications from me about calls like this, or a power Zoom, or any of that. You will also get notification when someone watches your 10-day Drink Ketones Challenge video, or someone becomes a customer or a promoter, or someone turns off their smart shift. You get all of those notifications through the Pulse app. So make sure you have downloaded that to your phone and you have those notifications on. The second thing we want to make sure we do is that we like the Prove It Facebook page. And I'm going to share my screen so you guys can take a look and we can be doing this all together. Let's see. The Prove It Facebook page has a ton of awesome content in it, but I'm going to show you the things that I find the most valuable. This is also a great tool to utilize for your customers or potential customers. So your potential customers, you can invite them to like this page, and they're going to get really awesome notifications, especially on Wednesdays when we have a live with an expert. So it might be Dr. Heather, it might be Dr. Andy, typically one of those. and they do live Q&A right from the Facebook page. And potential customers, I've literally had people become customers because of those calls. And what's really cool, if you go to videos, which Kevin, today you asked me a question about someone with, I think it was like Lyme's disease. And we cannot give people medical advice, right? Like we can't offer that kind of information to them. But Dr. Andy sure can. And so there, and I happen to know that Dr. Andy has Lyme's disease. So we were able to find a video where she was talking about that and her ketogenic lifestyle and exogenous ketones and how that has helped her to send to a customer. Extremely valuable. Now, whether or not that customer takes the time to watch it, we don't know because people are cynical, right? We don't know, but at least we did our part. All we is give people the opportunity. We can't make or get anyone to ever do anything, but at least we can give them the education and resources. So inside videos are a lot of really, really great resources. You're going to see, let me click on see more. You're going to see Inspire On videos that are very emotional. They have all kinds of different stories. I happen to know one right here. Miss Karen Holcomb is a person who had fibromyalgia, and it's how she feels now, how her energy feels, how her sleep is, all of that since starting drinking ketones. I happen to know, let's see, we have people on here with extreme fat loss stories, brain injuries, depression. There's Dr. Wilson, which we love. So all of these are stories that people have had experiences on the product. They're very short, usually 3 to 5 minutes max, that are very powerful. So I always advise people, like when you have a chance, to go on here and watch. Anthony Pettis, Showtime Pettis, if you have people that are into mixed martial arts and cage fighting stuff, I mean, he's like a really freaking big deal. And a lot of people look up to him. And so you can say, hey, Anthony Pettis drinks it and this is why. And you can send him that, you can send them that video. The live Q&A, Ask the Specialist, these are very, very powerful. When you pull these up, just so you know, like here's one right here. Hopefully that's okay.
Going down the track.
Right here. Many times on these, it's going to have list by list what they were talking about in the video. So you can share that. You can see what's being, here's one right here. See how when I hover over Dr. Andy's video, it says, at minute 410, what vitamins and supplements would you recommend while drinking ketones? Cheat meals in ketones, high blood pressure, cholesterol levels in ketones, sodium in ketones. I mean, these are all questions you're going to be asked. These are all, I mean, raise your hand if you're a veteran prover and you've been asked any of these questions. I mean, you're going to be asked this stuff. You do not have to be the person to answer it because you are not a doctor. You are not a physician. You are not qualified to explain to people this, and we shouldn't because that's not our job. We should not be giving people medical advice. Dr. Andy can do that, okay? Look at that. Traumatic brain injury, Alzheimer's and ketones. Y'all, just awesome. PCOS, I mean, seriously, what if you've had a thyroidectomy? Oh, hello, got me a big scar right here. So really, really awesome education that you can use. This is a resource for you, all right? One of the other resources that I want to show you is the Prove It Promoter Group. Now, this is a Facebook group that is only for promoters. You do not add customers to this. This is Prove It Corporate Facebook group, which I just want to point out a really cool fact. There are less than 23,000 promoters worldwide. I don't know if you guys get how amazing that is. That just goes to show you that we are only just getting started in this conversation. We are literally on the ground floor of a technology, of a company that there is no limit to where we're growing. We're opening in Europe April 1st. Like, this is phenomenal. So that is this is a cool resource. You can check out, they have all kinds of training videos on here. I actually did Saturday morning training. I do training videos for the company as well. There's me being a goober. But there's Epic Recap, our layered learn, like, just, you guys, like, you could spend a lot of time in here. You could. Pace yourself, because the more time you spend watching videos, the less time you're spending attracting people to the conversation. So this is just when you have a little extra time, all right? This is not what builds your business. So I just want to make sure everybody hears that. Watching videos, getting education does not build your business. It can support your business, but it does not build your business. The only thing that builds your business are conversations. A customer group that we have just for our team is the Keto Journey. It has over 11,000 members. You can invite people. It does not just have to be current customers. It can be potential customers, people who have reached out to you for the diet or the product, and current customers. You can add to this group because they're going to get support no matter where they are in their journey. But what's really awesome is in here, they're going to get recipes. They're going to get, look at this, food prepping today. Miss Barbara, who is awesome, that's on this call, posted this. She showed what she was food prepping. Jill posted in here a little inspirational thing. We've got Mexican meatball soup, somebody posted. More dinner, like, so look, oh, that just looks so good. I'm just saying, I'm hungry. I'm hungry now. I haven't eaten yet. But this is just a really great place to add customers. And then guess what happens, you guys? When a new flavor drops, we pop it in here. When there's a sale, we pop it in here. We go in here and we talk about the product as much as possible without it being a very product-driven group. So no matter who you're adding to this group, they're going to get value. And you're going to be hearing that word over and over and over again. Value, value, value. The people who add the most value to the marketplace are the ones who are going to succeed the most and the fastest in our business. So I don't know what your goals are when you join our business. Unless you specifically told me, I don't know if you want to earn a few $100s a month. Maybe you want to be able to contribute more to your church. Maybe you want to be able to pay for a car payment. Maybe you want to pay for your child to be on a travel ball team. Maybe you need to pay for college, pay off a student loan. Maybe you need more retirement. Whatever it is for you, maybe like Kevin wants to take his family to Hawaii. So whatever that is for you, your ability to achieve those things is in direct correlation to how much value you add to the marketplace. Okay? I am a rank 8 pro champ earning company profit sharing in our company. That is a direct correlation to the amount of value that I add to the community. It is. Every morning when I wake up, the first thing that I think about is how can I add value to the team, to my customers, and to potential customers. Where can I add value? And those are the first things that I think about on my mind. And it's a direct correlation to how much income you make is to how much value you add, okay? So those are the places that I want to talk about. I'm going to show you just one more group. I know this is a lot, but I'm kind of passionate about this one right now. And that is the Prover Sneak Peek group. If you are not in this group right now, let us know so we can add you. This is where you're going to add people when you have a customer that wants to earn free product and they don't know how they're going to be able to do it. You want to add them to this group because they're going to learn different skills and tactics and strategies to share the conversation to earn free product. This is also when you're having a conversation with someone who may be interested in becoming a promoter, but they're not ready to commit right now. If they're ready to commit right now, you do not put the brakes on. You get them on a call with me, and let's go. Because we want them starting when they have the most enthusiasm. But sometimes, like Kevin had a new promoter named Karen, or a customer named Karen who was interested. So did Christy, had a customer that was interested in becoming a promoter. We add them to this group. They get to watch videos of other promoters talk about who they are, how they share the conversation in their day-to-day. Because you guys, 99% of the people in this group have full-time jobs. They have kids. They have lives. They're busy. Everyone is busy. If you think you're the only one that's busy, and I only laugh because literally every person I talk to talks to me like they're the only person that's busy in the world. And I just always laugh. I'm like, yeah, you're the only one. Everybody is. Everyone's life is crazy. And if you think that like, okay, well, I'll do that when life slows down. Are you nuts? Have you been on this planet more than 10 years? Like life ain't ever gonna slow down. Ever gonna slow down. Like life is always gonna be crazy. So it is, are you willing to fit this in the cracks of your day? Fit it in the cracks of your day. We literally have a mom on our team who has 5 children, foster children under the age of 5. She has a full-time job, and she fits this into the cracks of their day. We have Kevin Lowe, who is a elementary school principal, which you know means that he works from probably 6 in the morning till 7 at night, most times, sometimes even later. Yeah, right, Kevin? And because they always have meetings or conferences or all these little things that all your kids do. And he's got 3 kids, 3 little kids. And he's able to fit this into the cracks of his day. So being busy, don't cut it. Having, everybody does. But what's great about this group is you have all these people sharing how they fit it into the cracks of their day. Because what you want, someone that comes to you that says, I'm interested in promoting, you want them to be able to see other people and think to themselves, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. That, once you start having more and more people think that, your business is going to grow really fast. But if you are sharing this conversation and people are watching you and they're thinking, well, that's great, she can do that, I might be a customer, but I can never do what she does, you'll never grow a big business. You have to be that person that people look at and say, if she can do it, I can do it, okay? So you add those people to this group, you tag them in this top video that explains the purpose of the group, and you just leave them in there for 30 days. That's it. We only leave them in there 30 days, and then we remove them from the group. Look, we just got a new promoter today, Joel, from being inside this group. So it's very, very powerful for people to be in here. So that is the Facebook portion. And what I'm going to do now, let me stop sharing for a second. I like to see who else is on here. Okay, cool. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is a little bit of back office training. So I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, so once you are in your back office, which we call it a back office, some people call it the cloud, but this is your custom promoter website that has all the information to track what's going on in your organization. Number one, we want to make sure that all promoters have a current active SmartShip. You cannot, even as a promoter, you will not earn your free product monthly if you do not have a SmartShip active, okay? I don't care how many customers you have and how many Prove It bucks you earn. You can earn Prove It bucks without being a SmartShip, but we all know Prove It bucks only go 50% towards your product. You must have an active SmartShip in order to earn free product. So whenever we have new customers or new promoters come on, we want to make sure, because sometimes they think they can turn that SmartShip off and do something different. It's very important that they leave that on. The next thing I want to share with you are these different website links that every promoter has access to. You have a challenge link, you have a drink your sample, experience keto, prove it now, shop keto. You have so many links. These are all yours. and they are all attached to your referrer code. So mine is Kate Higdon. Yours might be, I think Terry's is like T. Kelso. I think Kevin's is Kevin Lowe. Brandy and Aaron's, I think, is something about becoming the better you or something like that. Everybody does it a little differently. That's their referrer code, and then you can attach these links. I would give you a little piece of homework is to go to these links so you know what you're sending your customers. Pretend like you're a new customer and you're going to those links and kind of explore them and see what they're like and why you would use them. The ones that you're going to use the most are two different ones. One is the challenge link, because that's really how we build our business right now, is with that 10-day Drink Ketones challenge. So you're going to send that link, or the Shop Keto link. I like that one too because it has all the products. It's a very easy interface. The last thing I'm going to show you on this home screen is the downloads. I'm going to click on this little arrow. The downloads has a lot of training information. It has a lot of flyers about the products. It talks about, let's see, you've got your compensation plan in here. You've got a condensed version and an extended version. You've got the free product program. All of this is right here. This is probably the most underutilized by some people and the most overutilized by others. And what do I mean by that? So sometimes people will come to me and they're like, you know, I don't know how to set up my wallet. Instructions are in your download on how to set up a wallet. I don't know how to create a coupon. Instructions are in your downloads. So that's what I'm talking about there. Then you've got people that overutilize it. And they're literally in the compensation plan reading every sentence, every small print about stuff that doesn't even do anything for their business and really doesn't matter until you're like a rank 8 or 9. And that is pointless because it's probably going to take a while to get to that rank, okay? So do not spend a ton of time in there, but know that that stuff is available for you. So the next thing I want to talk about are the rewards. So this is our rewards page. As a new promoter, this top box really means nothing to you as a new promoter, because as a new promoter, you're focusing more on your weekly bonuses, which are your GoPro, which is a $250 cash bonus, and your MVP, which is a $500 cash bonus. Then there is the Go All-Star bonus, which is $1,000. GoPro, you have 2 weeks from the time that challenge starts to get 1,000 points, and you get that $250 plus $100 free product. MVP, you get 30 days from the time that bonus time starts to earn $500 cash and another $100 free product. And your All-Star, by the way, for MVP, you need 2,000 points. Your All-Star bonus is 120 days, and that is $1,000 bonus. And to get All-Star, you need to have 5 direct MVPs to you. If you have 5 direct MVPs to you, even if you didn't get MVP yourself, if in 120 days you get 5 MVPs, you get $1,000 bonus. So, for example, I think Christy's on here. Christy, you are still eligible for the All-Star bonus if you're within your 120 days, just so you know. And Kevin, you have several people that are, well, for sure Karen is eligible for all those things. So you guys keep that in mind. That All-Star bonus is completely ignored by most people, but $1,000 is a pretty big deal. And it also motivates people to help those coming into their team get MVP, which builds them a more solid business. Inside here, every time you see an arrow, you can click on this. As a new promoter, when you click on these, there's going to be green bars that go across here. That's how you can calculate and manage how close are you to getting your bonuses. Now, for me personally, and every single veteran promoter that's on here, do you guys know that you're eligible for a bonus every single month? $250 bonus every single month you guys are qualified to get. It's like it's the MVP qualifier. If you get 1,600 in BV, you get $250 cash. How do you track that? We're going to go down here to the bonus pools. Oh, wait. No, that's not going to be in here. Let me see. I have bonus pools. You guys may not. MVP multiplier bonus. Here we go. So you're going to track this. So right now for the month, I have 470 BV personal for the month. For me to get that MVP $250 cash bonus, I'm going to have to get that to $1,600. So I want you guys to pay attention to that because some of you got your MVP, some of you didn't, and you think MVP is over. You think that that's done. No, y'all, you can get this bonus every single month. And here's the cool thing. We have people in our community that are hitting the MVP multiplier multiple times a month. And every time they hit $1,600, they get another $250 cash. So we should all, every single one of us, be going for that MVP multiplier every single month. And just honestly, think where your business would be if you hit that multiplier every month. Be pretty huge, right? So keep that in mind. For me, Jason and I make that every month to hit that. And it's not easy because that's new volume, you guys. That's with new customers. New customers, right? Right, and you have to have at least 4 new customers. Right now we have 2 new customers, but they've come in with 470 BV. All right. If you earn 3 months in a row, you get an extra bonus, by the way. Super cool stuff. Okay. The last thing I'm going to show you in your back office for training is how to track your customers. So we're going to go to manage and then community. And what you're going to see on this personal is your personal customers. Okay, these are your personal customers. You'll see, like, I have right here my friend Steve Kelly. He is orange. That means he is a SmartShip customer. My friend Jenny, who's the one who bashed keto 3 years ago. Kevin, you know Jenny. Kevin, you know Jenny? Can you believe this? Like, I'm in shock. Yeah, 3 years ago, she went on Facebook and totally bashed it. But she ordered this week. So anyway, she is a one-time order. She ordered the challenge kit, and that's all she's ordered right now, and that's why she's green. So that tells me I need to work with her and make sure that we get her to SmartShip, okay? Sue Lane, she is purple. That tells me that she is a promoter. She is my newest direct promoter. So she is purple, okay? So this is kind of showing you guys where everybody's at. Does this make sense? This is how you can track. Now, how do we know what they ordered? How do we know what they ordered? I'm gonna move this box. So off to the side, you see this little blue button, and it has like, it's supposed to look like a little family tree. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to open in a new tab. And we're going to look and see, what did Steve Kelly order? Because sometimes they may not have ordered what I would have anticipated. So it comes up here, this is his account. It says there is nothing to show yet. That's because I'm not in the insights. I'm going to go up here where this blue button is. It says community, and I'm going to click on insights. Insights will tell you the product that was ordered in your community. So I'm going to insights, and heads up, every time you click insights, no matter where you're at on your website, it takes a long time. I guess it's just a lot of information that Pruvit has to go through, like the little Pruvit bots are going through trying to search for all this information. But this is going to tell me his order history and what he ordered and when he ordered it, which I think can be very important because, especially going back, when we're trying to figure out, like, let's say Heart Tart goes on sale. I'll want to know the people who ordered Heart Tart in the past so I can reach out to them. So here we see that Steve Kelly ordered the 10-day Drink Ketones Challenge. He also, we know he's SmartShip, so that's cool. He's orange. But I also know the 10-day Drink Ketones Challenge isn't going to get him through until that SmartShip comes. So that means that I need to be a customer service person. And I need to be reaching out to him to make sure that we're getting him enough product, because that 10-day drink ketones challenge is not going to get him through. So that's other valuable information. I'm going to stop my share real quick. Awesome. Okay, so that is like your basic how we connect. That's your basic back office training, which there's so much we could go into for a long time on back office training. The next thing I want to talk about is how we actually build a business. And that is through attract, connect, enroll. None of the stuff that I have shown you so far is going to build your business. It isn't. The only thing that builds your business is creating conversations. And that's uncomfortable. Raise your hands if that's uncomfortable to create a new conversation. I mean, unless you're Michael Rutherford, I think it's pretty uncomfortable for most people. But there are ways to make it easy. Like the Freebie Friday, I think is super easy because people raise their hand and you know that if they want it free, they're obviously interested, right? So there's things like that that you can do. Sharing your story, authentically sharing your story about how you feel. What does not create curiosity is posting a picture of you with the product. This does not create curiosity. It does not create curiosity to post your website link. Like I should never go to your Facebook and see your website link in the about you, or that you're a Prove It promoter, any of that kind of stuff, because we're trying to pique curiosity. If you just post all that out there, you're like the really tacky strip show where they just show it all. Just gonna say, sorry, Miss Ruth, I know you're on this call. Hopefully I didn't offend you. But you want to like not put it all out there, y'all. You want to like create some curiosity. You want people to want to know what you're doing. So how do you do that? You share your story. We had a new promoter, Christy and I were coaching a new promoter before this call, helping her to create her first curiosity post. And hers is going to be about energy. That, you know, in the afternoons, normally she was crashing. Here she is actually getting stuff done in her house. She can't believe she hasn't taken a nap in over a week. That's a curiosity post. And that she's grateful to this drink. That's it. All right. Then when people start asking, what are you doing? What are you doing? Well, we never answer that in private in the comments. We always take that to a private message. And we're just going to, be real. Just say, look, it's just this powder. I shake it up, I drink it, and I feel amazing. I don't know what you know about ketones or ketosis, but watch this video. And you send them a resource. You do not become the resource. You send them a resource. So we send them a video. That video, in my opinion, acts like a filter. Because they may watch the video and decide they're out. And then you don't need to spend time on that, right? But if they watch the video and they want more information, okay, cool. Let's go to the next step. The next step might be another resource, or it might be connecting them into a leader. Whatever it is, it ain't going to be you. I'm going to say that again. Whatever the next step is, it ain't going to be you. Because the name of this game, community-based marketing, is to not be the expert, but to be replicatable. If you are telling them everything there is to know about a ketone, if you are coaching them on the ketogenic diet, if you are explaining to them how it was created for Navy SEALs, if you are sharing with them everything there is to know about the 3 types of ketones that the body makes and why beta-hydroxybutyrate is in our product and what it does for this level and how it absorbs into your body and what it does to your brain, you are not replicatable and you just lost the game. You're out. Okay? You're out. This business, unlike any other business out there, being an expert counts against you. How many of you have talked to professionals and they have the hardest time with this business? Like I have dentists, I have doctors on our team that this is super hard. I have people that are just experts in other fields, whatever field it is, being an accountant, being a therapist, whatever it is, because in all of those fields, Being an expert is what makes you, makes people want to do business with you because you're an expert. This is the only business that I know of that being an expert actually counts against the growth of your business. Because the growth of our business does not come from getting lots of customers. The growth of our business comes from getting people to join us and sharing the conversation. You can get, and in our business, you can earn a car with just customers alone. We have someone on our team that in her second, I think it was her second month in Prove It, she got almost 20,000 points, 20,000 BV, just herself and customers. That was Wendy Wellington. Can you guys even imagine? Like, we're trying to get to 1,600 and we think we're dying, right? She got 20,000 BV in 1 month on her own, customers alone, just her. No other promoters on that. That was just her. But can you sustain that? You gotta have people in the queue joining you to share the conversation, and you gotta keep that going. Does that make sense? Like, I'm gonna use, so Lauren's on here. I'm gonna use Lauren and John as an example. They had someone in their business very early on who had influence in her community. She got a crap ton of customers. Customer. I mean, I'm not sure. I think she hit rank 4 or 5. She got up there. Drove them to 6. But the promoter, them getting more people, like them getting more people to join their team, her getting more people to join the team and replicate that, didn't happen. So it was almost impossible to sustain that, right? Does that make sense, you guys? We have to find people to share the conversation with us to make the biggest impact and to sustain the business that we want. So the only way to do that is through that connection process, because that's what makes us replicatable. It also edifies us. For example, like, I can't talk to my friends and family about ketones because they think I'm just Kate the photographer, the baby sister of the family, the goober in college that you definitely didn't take health advice from. You know, like, none of my college friends would ever take my advice. They're like, girl, I saw what you was drinking and all that Taco Bell. I ain't listening to you. You don't know nothing about health, right? I mean, we're not even going to talk about the stuff that Kate drank in college, right? So I hope there's no children listening, especially mine. So I need that connection piece for edification, for someone else who can add that this is legit stuff, all right? So you're going to connect to a resource. We'll send the video. You're going to connect to a resource or a person. A resource can be a video, it can be a person. I prefer, well, I play it ear by ear, depends on the person, but I prefer to connect to a person because I think that our business is about building relationships. And I know, like, Kevin connects me all the time. All the time he connects me. And I have built relationships with these customers of his. I don't even know who they are. But they will now reach out to me sometimes privately and ask me questions. Do you think they are more likely to stay on product? Right? Because we built resources. We can send them a Dr. Heather video. We can send them a Dr. Wilson video. But was there any relationship built there? No. I mean, there's really cool education. Yes, it's awesome edification, but it's not as much of a relationship. So I kind of play that by ear. Eventually, you're going to end up doing both. And then the next thing we're going to do is connect them to calls, invite them to Keto Life parties. Those are awesome connection tools. So this Tuesday night, we have a product guest call. It's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Our girl, Julia Roberts, is going to be one of the people on that call. The call invitation and information is going to be coming out in our team soon, so watch for that. But I would invite anyone who's been on the fence, anyone that you're talking to, including current customers, because it's what we call a 10-10 call. You don't call it a 10-10 call when talking to your customers, but it's going to be 10 minutes on product and 10 minutes on business. 10 minutes on product, 10 minutes on like the community, how to earn it free, and the benefits of joining the community. All right. Then the last part of ACE is enroll or experience. That could be with a 5 or a 10-day sample pack. It could be with a 10-day challenge kit. It could be ordering a box of Keto Nat. It could be becoming a promoter. But that's the enroll part, right? And you never want to do that on your own either. Like sometimes I will have people that join so quickly as a customer that I don't get a chance to connect them. So I will connect them after the enrollment piece. After I've enrolled them, I'll connect them with Julia and say, hey, Julia, this is my friend Steve. He just ordered his 10-day Drink Ketones challenge. I'm super excited for him. Do you have any top tips for getting him started? And then I'll say, oh, Steve, Julia's my coach. Like she knows her stuff. I trust her impeccably, immensely, I think I say, and she'll help to give us a lot more advice than just me. Does that make sense, you guys? Awesome. So that's the attract, connect, enroll. It's 7:45. I have done so good with these. Lauren, remember when the new promoter training calls used to be like 5 hours long? So we have done so. By the way, Lauren, I've missed your little face. Lauren and John like abandoned me and moved to Tennessee, and I've been sad. I used to see them all the time. But anyway, so what I want to get through everyone is that if you're not creating conversations, you're not building your business. And that is uncomfortable for me. It's uncomfortable for everyone. But there are ways to do it. And there's some super cool stuff coming about. So just for those of you that are on here, some of you are veterans, I have teamed up with some other teams in Prove It. This is very unprecedented territory. Lauren's like, ooh, you bad. I know, right? But I have teamed up with a couple of other people that are sidelined to me in Dustin and Michael's organization. And we're the ones doing the 10-10 call. Thursday night, we're going to be doing a PowerPoint opportunity call. This is going to be happening every week. The Prover Sneak Peek group is going to become intense. It's going to become intentional. And we're creating a website for promoters that is a username password protected. When you have it's for all promoters, but when you have a new promoter, you'll give them a username and password. They'll go in there and it's literally like 30-day fast track. Day 1, do this, watch this video. Day 2, do this, watch this video. Day 3, do this, right? It's going to be, do you want to build on social media? Click here. Do you want to build face-to-face? Click here. Does that make sense? Because that's what I think the missing piece for our team is we have no roadmap. We have no roadmap for our teams to move forward. So I'm working with some other promoters on that, and I'm really excited. That's going to be awesome. So that's going to be coming out. But right now we're in phase 1, which is doubling down on our calls and doubling down on that Prover Sneak Peek group. So we'll be asking for some sizzle videos in there and other stuff. But and Dustin's completely cool with Dustin Schaefer, who's one of my top leaders, is super cool with what's going on and supportive. So if y'all have any questions, does anybody have any questions for me that I can answer? Nothing? We must have done amazing. Must have done a really good job. Cool. All right. Well, if you do have questions, you know I'm here. I'm available. A lot of people have been asking me, do I have funeral services and things like that? They haven't wanted to bother me. There's not going to be a funeral service, so I'm not going to anything. I don't have anything going on there. Our family's doing a memorial in March. So I am available. I'm okay. You're not bothering me. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. It's been a long time coming, and my sister-in-law Terry's on here. She's been right there with me through this whole process. So I am okay. You can reach out to me. You're not a bother. You're not interrupting family time or anything like that. It's all good. Okay? I love you guys. Appreciate you. Go this way. Go this way, Miss Barbara. Take your fingers like this. Take your fingers. See? There you go. Turn them like this. Nope. Other way. Other way. Turn them up. Curl them in. Curl them. See, bend your fingers. Now point your thumb down. Nope. Other way. Turn it this way. Fingers up. Yay! Yay! All right. Bye, everybody.